This is the story about how a backstab from Nintendo led Sony to build the PlayStation and crush the entire gaming industry. A story by C.K. English. Sony wasn't supposed to build the PlayStation. It was just helping Nintendo create a new console. Nintendo humiliated and backstabbed them in front of the whole world. This is how it happened. In the late 1980s, Nintendo dominated gaming. Its SNES console was a massive hit. But it needed a new upgrade, a disc-based system to replace cartridges. Nintendo didn't have the tech. So it partnered with Sony to build a CD-ROM add-on for the SNES. It would be called the Nintendo PlayStation. Sony poured money and engineers into the project. It would combine Nintendo's games with Sony's disc technology. The contract even gave Sony licensing rights to games in the new format. But Nintendo got cold feet. They didn't like how much power Sony would have over licensing and profits. So they made a secret deal, behind Sony's back. In 1991, Sony took the stage at CES to unveil the Nintendo PlayStation. The very next day, Nintendo betrayed them, announcing a new partnership with Philips instead. Sony was humiliated. Executives were furious. But instead of backing down, they quietly started planning their revenge. Sony made a decision. If Nintendo didn't want their help, they'd build a console of their own. A more powerful one. Under full Sony control. They called it the PlayStation. At first, nobody believed they could pull it off. Sony had never made a game console. They weren't even in gaming. But when the PlayStation launched in 1994, it was a beast. 3D graphics. CD-based games. More developer freedom. It was modern. Cool. And cheaper to make than cartridges. It sold over 100,000 units on launch day in Japan. And when it hit the USA, it outsold the Sega Saturn and buried Nintendo's N64. Sony had the advantage. They attracted third-party developers who were tired of Nintendo's restrictions. Games like Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid, and Resident Evil made PlayStation a hit machine. By 1999, the PlayStation had sold over 70 million units. Nintendo was no longer king. And Sony had become a gaming empire. Ironically, Nintendo's betrayal gave Sony everything it needed. The technology. The motivation. And a grudge. Today, PlayStation is one of the most successful brands in gaming history. Sony dominates console sales. And Nintendo never got that power back. There is an English exercise in the video description. If you liked the video and want more videos like this, please like and subscribe. If you are interested in studying English with us, please check out our site in the description below. See you next time.